Teşekkür ediyorum. Konuşmamı İngilizce yapacağım ama 15 dakika içinde bütün disruptif teknolojileri zannediyorum pek anlatmak mümkün olmayacak. Ancak üzerinden hızlı bir şekilde geçeceğiz. Sunum yansıdı, tamam. Distinguished guests, representatives of the automotive industry. Today, more than ever, new technologies and scientific breakthroughs are unfolding in a number of industrial frontiers. In the horizon, we experience potentially transformative technologies that will disrupt the status quo significantly, alter lifestyles, and that will lead to a new domain of new products and services. From material and biological sciences to information technologies and energy, these disruptive technologies will lead to new boundaries in price and performance and reshape the global economy and society. Through global connectivity, innovations are being rapidly diffused and adopted across the globe. It's estimated that the current rate of change is 10 times faster than that of the Industrial Revolution, and this is happening with roughly 3,000 times the impact. One of the most striking examples of this is the Tesla pre-orders. The company received almost $10 billion worth of pre-orders. That's equivalent to 276,000 vehicles for its most recent model in just 48 hours. The auto industry is not immune to the consequences of the phenomenon of this fast and disruptive change. The auto industry is expected to change more in the next 5 to 10 years than it did in the past half of the century. As the vehicles become more efficient, reliable, and secure, they are expected to have an economic impact in a wide range of industries. The net value contribution of this impact is estimated over $1.2 trillion. Admittedly, this disruption will be an impediment to conventional business models in the industry. On the other hand, it will enable proper environment for others to thrive. Others who are proactive enough to recognize this shift and flexible enough to act in time. Brands like Uber and Zipcar have redefined the rules of the markets they have entered. Tesla, on the other hand, already established its position as a luxury brand in an industry in a very short period of time. Conventionally, a similar luxury branding would take around 25 years. Thus, in the area of big data and data analytics, cloud computing, the socialization of business through mobile devices, and the Internet of Things, it becomes imperative not to be stagnant, but rather to innovate and adapt constantly to stay relevant and better suit the needs of the industry. Electric-powered vehicles are the current leading technology in the automotive industry. It is the ultimate framework uniting these technologies. Its adoption will play a key role in this paradigm shift. The fraction of electric vehicle sales is increasing very rapidly. The batteries with higher energy densities and lower costs are introduced, and the cost of electric powertrain is constantly decreasing. Over half of new car sales and a third of the global car fleet is expected to be electric by the year 2040. These vehicles will implement breakthrough disruptive technologies. Augmented reality will enable vehicles to be designed efficiently. Mechanics will be guided by virtual reality for rapid and accurate maintenance. 3D printing technology will let the car parts be printed with shorter lead times and costs. Seat-mounted airbags will redefine our approach to safety and will save lives and are light and compact at the same time. Moreover, the use of big data analytics and machine learning will boost the capacity to process large volumes of data in real time. They will enhance the driving performance by analyzing driver traits, detecting failure patterns, identifying causes of failure, and aiding in planning predictive maintenance. As vehicles are increasingly engaged in big data, monetization of car data will be prevalent and will worth up to $750 billion by the year 2030. Convergence and collaboration of the automotive manufacturers will be necessary. The digitalization in the automotive industry will move rapidly from digital services to mobility as a service. In essence, the connected car will be a communications node in a data network. The way we design, manufacture, and utilize vehicles are constantly changing. Similarly, how we power them is also being transformed. Here's a sampling of possibilities out of many in the horizon. Nuclear energy can be a viable and sustainable method to produce the hydrogen required for fuel cell-powered vehicles. Another disruptive technology, algae, can potentially be more productive than traditional bioenergy sources, and significant research is currently being conducted to unlock its potential to produce sustainable and affordable algae-based biofuels. Another example, inflatable wind turbines placed in the upper atmosphere, where wind speed is higher, are capable of delivering 3 times the amount of energy produced by conventional tower wind turbines. Yet another one, electrochemical processes are being developed that use particles of carbon and copper to turn carbon dioxide, that's a greenhouse gas, into ethanol. As vehicles are becoming more and more autonomous, the complex array of inputs and outputs in vehicle-human-machine interface will be greatly simplified with advanced touchscreen displays and voice and gesture controls with the help of developments in sensing, materials, displays, and artificial intelligence. The vehicle will respond and adapt to a range of signals that include driver behaviors, physiological measures, and context, leading to a highly personalized experience. Together with the complementing technologies, such as dynamic wireless charging, intelligent parking infrastructure, and the related taxi car sharing ecosystem, the market for partially and fully autonomous vehicles will reach $77 billion. In order for autonomous driving to be meaningful, communication among vehicles and between the vehicle and the infrastructure becomes imperative. This allows the vehicles to sense its surroundings, interface with the traffic signaling for timing and priority, interact with pedestrians and other vehicles in its vicinity for collision avoidance, and make independent decisions based on the information gathered from the road and the infrastructure. This correlates to increased situational awareness, less traffic congestion and pollution, and lower rates of traffic accidents. With fewer driving fatalities and injuries, safer travel, and less greenhouse emissions, vehicle connectivity is estimated to have an economic and societal impact over $1 trillion per year when fully implemented. Even though the urge to enter the market is high, there are still technical, legal, and personal setbacks that slow down the market penetration of these vehicles. First, the so-called range anxiety still play a key role, even though new electric-powered vehicles can easily travel beyond 200 kilometers. And this is on a single charge. Second, cyber attacks are significant safety concerns, as experienced in the vehicle hacking demonstrations. Third, improving highways and developing more reliable systems will be crucial for autonomous vehicles. While the system development is the responsibility of the private sector, maintaining roads that are well-fit and that display clear lane markings is critical. Fourth, in addition, as vehicles become fully autonomous, the legal framework for liability assessment needs to be in place. Fifth, data privacy. Data privacy concerns need to be addressed as various types of information such as personal preferences, interests, behavior, location, or movements are gathered and can potentially be transmitted to third parties without necessarily getting the user's consent. In this respect, Europe has just announced several cross-border testing projects that cover truck platooning, pods, pilot autonomous city, and highway driving, cellular testing, and related policies spanning across several countries. Recently in Rome, back in March 23rd, 29 European countries that are members of the European Union and of the European Economic Area have signed a letter of intent to adapt international road traffic legal environment with a goal to enhance cooperation in testing of automated road transport across international borders. Since 2015, the Roundtable on Connected and Automated Driving, CAD, has been gathering high-level representatives from public, societal, and industry stakeholders in order to advance cooperative, connected, and automated mobility in Europe. Through the Year 2030 program, stakeholders from various industries, including automotive, telecom, information technologies, and insurance, gather to make recommendations that will ensure relevant policy, legal frameworks, and public support are in place for the rollout of highly automated and connected vehicles by the year 2030. Moreover, since 2014, Cooperative Connected and Automated Mobility, CCAM, and C-Road and CITS platforms have been actively working to conduct across-the-border cooperation on standards and define technical specifications. It is imperative that Turkey, as a nation, takes part in these efforts and participate in standardization. As these exciting technologies are unfolding in front of us, the time is just right to take action. Thank you for listening.